So the D&D campaign that I am currently running is a lot of homebrew stuff. A lot of homebrew stuff. The world is all custom made, the story is all custom made, a lot of the rules are custom made, and I decided that I would do a couple of other things custom made as well. And I'm going to show you some of those things. And if you like these things, please steal these ideas. Some of these ideas I stole myself anyway, so keep the chain going, and hopefully you can get some use out of this kind of stuff. So this is what all of my players have here. They have a little burlap sack, which we'll get into later, and a folder with all of their stuff. These folders have 3 folds in them for more space to put stuff. I'm using my brother's character sheet here, so thank you to my brother for letting me steal this for demonstration purposes. The first thing I do kind of differently is I made 100% custom my own character sheets. So a lot of what I've done is a byproduct of most of my players being brand new players. Like, this is the first campaign they've ever been a part of, and to my players, I'm sorry you have to deal with my homebrew hell. But yeah, this is sheet 1. Pretty standard stuff listed on here. Again, I made these myself, and I'm pretty proud of how they turned out. I also have a light color version of these. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful light color. But anyway, this has kind of all the information you would expect to see on a normal character sheet with some small additions. Like, I don't know if normal character sheets come with a place to write base attack bonus, but I do, because a lot of my players, since they are new players, keep forgetting what that is and keep forgetting to factor it into their roles. This down here is a byproduct of me having all of this space filled out and then having a little bit in the corner and not being sure what to do with it. So let's say you're afflicted by poison and the poison effect lasts, 3 rounds. You could write poison in here, circle the number 3, and then on the next round, circle 2, 1, and then once that's out, you can erase it. But that's sort of my way of helping my players keep track of status effects. Then on the back, we have all of this empty space where you could write, feats, skills, other miscellaneous things. And then we have the actual skill list here. And then we have a sheet for gear. So there are 4 weapons and then things for the gauntlets. Yes, I wrote left twice because I copy-pasted and then forgot to edit. And then on the other side here is a list of all of the other things you can wear as well. Which, the reason I went with this is I don't really like keeping track of carry weight in my game. That's kind of annoying. There's already a lot of numbers to keep track of as it is. So everyone kind of has infinite inventory, unless it is an object of remarkable size, such as weapons. So even though these are weapon slots, let's say you're a bard and you have a lute. A lute would take up one of these slots, and those are the only 4 equipment items you can carry, which is my way to balance out the fact that you can kind of carry whatever you want of everything else. And a exception to those is gauntlet weapons, because, that's just sitting on your arm, so, a pair of spiked knuckles or something isn't going to take up space in your inventory. And then lastly, we have this sheet here, which is just 2 sides of largely blank space to write spells, feats, keep notes, whatever you want. My brother is very organized with the way he fills out his sorcerer spells and whatnot. So yeah, that's the character sheets that I put together. And so now we will talk about these. This is my player's inventory right here. This is full of physical items that we exchange, because writing things down on a character sheet and erasing them over and over again, every time you buy something, you have to erase your money. Every time you sell something, you have to erase it from your inventory. Whatever the case may be, that's annoying. So I go with this. And this is the kind of thing you would find inside. So I have actual physical coins that feel like metal. If they aren't metal, then they do a really good job at feeling like it. I got these from Amazon right here. I bought it like 2 times, and that's given me enough of these coins for my entire campaign so far. So, different colors of coin, different denominations of coin have different values. And then we have these. This is an idea I stole from a LARP I kind of go to occasionally when I have the time and whenever my car works. And yeah, so you have things like what the item is, the amount of money that it's worth, and if there is information to be displayed on the back, then some of them will have information displayed on the back. Like this one here is an alchemy ingredient, so that's listed on that. And that's also where I would write things like if you have potions, focus, thank you. If you have potions, then the information of what they do is written on the back as well. That's a custom potion that I made. And then you have things like your health potions. Yeah, that kind of stuff is written on there as well. So that's what I do, because I think erasing things and writing them down gets kind of annoying and old after a little while. So this was my answer to that. And it also feels a little more immersive to actually physically be exchanging things like coins and items around back and forth with the DM. So I know a lot of this could be solved with using, digital character sheets, right? Instead of having to erase things and write them down over and over again and then wearing a hole in your character sheet, you can just, fill it in, hit backspace a couple times, type in a new number, and it's all good. But I don't know. I like the physicality of meeting in person and passing coins back and forth and items back and forth and all that stuff. I think it adds to the immersion. And if that's the kind of thing you like as well, then please steal these ideas and, use them in your campaigns as you see fit. And if you do, let me know about it. So, yeah, thanks.